I never really done a fucking video before, so here I am now with a video, I guess. I don't know, I don't fucking know, I've never fucking done this. But I want to tell the world about the beautiful world about KOF, which basically stands for King of Fighters. My handwriting is that of a toddler. So, forgive the chicken scratch of handwriting. So, the King of Fighters, it's basically about this young lad, this young, beautiful lad. He has a bandana like a fucking idiot. And his name is Kyo Kusanagi. Alright, so fucking Kyo Kusanagi here. He's part of a fucking family of fucking people who are called the Kusanagi clan, and they helped take down this fucking Orochi dude, who is basically an evil snake thing with 8 heads. Pretend these are heads. I don't. There you go. 8 heads. No wait, that's not 8. It's 6. Alright. There you go, there's the Orochi. And it was sealed by three whole clans. The Kusanagi, the Yasagani at the time. Now we'll get to them later. And then mirror bitches. I don't know. It's Chizuru. Chizuru is basically this. Okay, no, I'll get to her later. No. Alright, so fucking Kusanagi decides to go to the King of Fighters here. Alright. With his best friends, who we don't know how they met. Goro, who is basically a buff Brock. He never opens his eyes, only rarely, because he's a wise 30-year-old man with a son and a wife and a mortgage and a dojo place. I forgot what he does. I mean, I know what he does, but I forgot what it was called. And he has his toes out in the open, in the wind, blowing in the wind. And for whatever the fuck reason, the best one, fucking Benimaru Nikaido, even though he's a fucking Japanese American model. Don't know how these two managed to be friends, but hey, it happened. And he looked exactly like fucking Polnareff at the time. So let me just fucking draw fucking Polnareff, but more of a twink. Alright? So these 3 lads, team up in this tournament, which is run by Rugal Bearstein Bear, who is a man with a mustache, not a beard. He has no eye. He's blonde. And he's old. And he's fucking rich. So this rich dude, wants all these fighters. The fucking Team Japan, fucking every other else. Terry Bogard's in it. Let me draw Terry. Furry. And then other people decide to be in the tournament because they're like, we want to be famous or whatever. And then fucking Rugel's just like, I'll fucking make you famous, alright. Fuck. I'll fucking make you famous, alright. And then in reality, he wants them to be all statues for his collection of fighters who are statues. And then fucking Kyo's just like, I ain't gonna take that shit. And then Kyo, good ol' main character here, decides that he's gonna fucking decide to kick his ass. And then Rugel's just like, fuck. And then his ass gets killed because he blows himself up on his ship. I don't know how that happened, but you know, it happened. So Rugel is dead. And then we go to the second King of Fighters, which is King of Fighters. Actually, I don't remember the games in chronological order, so I'm just gonna go, I remember the sagas, so I'm just gonna fucking go by sagas. So, now that was the Rugal saga. Now I go to the Orochi saga, in which we're introduced to a cool, new, sweet, edgy character, and he's literally a rooster. He's an angry fucking rooster. Like, he got fucking he got a fucking fancy outfit and shit. Like, he got a fucking tiny ass leather jacket that barely fits him at all, and he's square as fuck. Like, he is a Dorito, and he fucking has Twinkie arms. He's a Dorito body shape with Twinkie arms. He got tiny ass legs and shit, and he got fucking a belt around his fucking pants. Like, how the fuck you gonna fight with that? Well, guess what, you funky weenies? It's Iori fucking Yagami, and he's here to fuck shit up. But what's this? What is this? It turns out he's from the fucking Yasagani clan that took down the Orochis fucking 600 years ago, 606 something years ago, I don't know. And then it turns out the Yasagani clan were like, hey, I want to have more firepower, in which they have fire. Both these clans have fire for some fucking reason. And the Orochi's just like, oh, okay, sure, I'll get you fucking fire. Want your fire? Here, I'll make you purple fire. Bam, you got purple fire now. And he's just like, oh, shit, I got fire now. And then, but the problem is, they have a shortened lifespan now. And then the fucking Kusanagi clan is just like, you fucking dumbass, you just sacrificed yourself for this fucking fire, this fucking blue ass fire. You just wanted to dye your fire like you're dyeing a fucking hair, like some edgy ass punk kid. And they're just like, fuck you, and they're just like, fuck you. And now there's a family feud between Kusanagi and then Iori. But then Kusanagi doesn't give a shit about his family because he's a fucking frat ass fucking, I was gonna say white boy, but he's Asian. But who cares? Who cares? He acts like one. And then fucking Iori's just like, I fucking wanna fucking murder Kusanagi here. And then they fight. He kicks Iori's ass. And then Chizuru goes in and goes like, I'm gonna make sure you guys don't murder each other because you guys are literally fucking 12. And then fucking Chizuru is the bitch that also helps steal Orochi. So these three bitches, oh god, this looks like a mess. These three bitches have to fight this bitch. But wait, there's more. There's more to this equation. Orochi had fucking 8 other dudes. One of them was a priest man with dyed hair. He wants to tell the world about Orochi and how good it is. Like, he's a priest man. And we call him Gonins. He's the dude who masters wind powers. By the way, they're called the Hakushu, I guess. I don't fucking know. And the Hakushu is just like, it's like elements or shit, and they work for the Orochi or whatever. And then we got these two bitches that are Vice and Mature. I don't know what the fuck they do. I just know they fuck shit up. Vice is a red-haired bitch, and then Mature is a blonde-haired bitch. So then they got titties. So we gotta draw titties on them. And then they're usually there on they're with you. They fucking bother Iori half the time. And then Iori's just like, bitches, leave me alone. They're like, bitch, not today. And then fucking, that's Vice and Mature. And then there is another one that was in Fatal Fury, which Terry Bogard comes from. And I'm not gonna fucking bring up Fatal Fury shit, because we're gonna be here for hours if that's the case. And his name is fucking motherfucking fucking shit, I forgot his name. Fuck. It's fucking Yamazaki. There we go. His name's fucking Yamazaki, and he fucks shit up because he used to be a fucking Yakuza, whatever. And so he's a Yakuza man, and his element, whatever, is death. I don't fucking know. It's really weird. But then we got the 3 lads. 3 mysterious lads. Whomst may they be? But guess what? Guess what, you sons of bitches? Ta-da! There is Shermie, who has the big hips and the big tits. And then there's Chris, who basically is basically a little boy. He's a little Swedish boy who's gonna be possessed sooner. Spoiler alert, he gets possessed by Orochi. Who cares? So we got little boy, Chris. His name's Chris. I hate him already. And then We got the true frat boy, the true Chad, the true ultimate Chad of this entire fucking series. And his name is Yashiro, and he has Earth powers. And by the way, Shermie has lightning powers. I forgot to point that out. Fucking. So these three rival these three, and then those three have to fight these three in order to get to this hoe, and then they have to fight him. But wait. You know how I said when Chris gets possessed by the Barochi? Yeah, no kidding. He gets fucking possessed by the Barochi, and then the embodiment of Barochi decides to go like, I'm gonna possess this little boy, and then he's like a grown ass man now, and he got an axolotl tattoo on his chest, which I hate because I love axolotls, and I'm like, how dare he's a bad representation of the axolotls. But we're going off track here, so fucking Barochi is just like, I'm gonna fucking erase the humanity because humanity fucking sucks. And the guy and my fucking Lord and Savior Gaia has to fucking cleanse humanity or whatever the shit. And then Kusanagi is just Madame Zeroni thinks the fuck not, and then goes and beats his ass. But then and then he possesses a fucking Iori because Iori has the Yagami blood. So Iori goes into crazy Iori, and then thinking that crazy Iori is gonna attack Shingo and Chizuru, but plot twist, he goes after him instead. He's like, he holds him in place, and he's like, what? No, what is this? And then he's like, and then the flames of Yagami or whatever the fuck. Hold on, let me grab the fucking color for that. Goes up to Kyo, and it's like, Kyo, you have to fucking, you just gotta. And then Kyo's just like, sure, what the fuck ever. And then finally takes out Orochi with his flames. Chizuru did nothing. She did nothing. And then that's the end of the Orochi arc. And then here's where shit gets weird. We're onto a new arc. We gotta replace Kyo with a new, cool, edgy character. We got that now. He has cool shades. He got a tan. He got white hair and shit. He's wearing leather and shit. Bitch, this my homeboys is K dash. That's right, K apostrophe. Fucking, even though it should be K apostrophe, for some reason they call him K dash. Even though K dash should be supposed to be like this. Whatever. Forget it. We're not gonna talk about the name complications here. But yeah, no, he's fucking cool. He got leather jacket and shit. He's wearing all black. He's tanned, and guess what? We call this the Nest Saga. And this is where shit gets weird because he's a clone of Kyo. And Kyo goes missing because this organization called Nest is like, we're just gonna clone a shit ton of Kyos. Yeah, we'll rule the world with a bunch of Kyos. So they kidnapped Kyo, and then they clone a bunch, like literally 9,999 whole Kyos for $1 a piece. I'm kidding, I made that up, but might as well. So yeah, Kyo decides to get an outfit change because all of them are wearing the school uniform. He dropped out of school at this point because he's a fucking bitch. So Kyo has a new outfit now, and we call this one the Nest Kyo, even though he ain't really from Nest. He's literally just Kyo. He doesn't have the headband anymore. Don't worry about it. He doesn't have the headband. Don't forget that. Fucking forget that shit. And so Kyo got a new cool outfit now. He got a fucking cross on his shirt and shit. Fucking, even though he ain't praising his ass to the Lord. And then here we got new Kyo. And then fucking K-Dash's deal is is that he wants to figure out who he is. Whoops am I? And then fucking he teams up with this big Buzz Lightyear looking motherfucker. Fucking Clip Studio can't fucking load. He fucking teams up with this fucking Buzz Lightyear motherfucker looking called Maxima. And then Maxima is just like, I will teach you the ways, my son. Not really, because I just work for Nests, but not really, because they're a bunch of bitches. And then K-Dash is like, cool, whatever. And then back with Benimaru, he's like, where the fuck Kyo at? He ain't here, and I want to kick his ass. Not really. He's just worried about his best friend because he cares. So he and this young ray of sunlight, fuck, named Shingo, who adores Kyo, and he absolutely tries his best, but Kyo is a little bitch and treats him like shit. Kyo goes like, fucking Shingo goes like, I want to find Kyo too, I want to team up with you. And then Benimaru's just like, sure, whatever, Goro's trying to be a family man. Here's Goro, here's mini Goro. They literally look the same. It's like Goro decided to plant a fucking, he just stuck his dick in the ground and then fucking popped out. He popped out his fucking Cabbage Patch Kid of a son, and he's like, okay. And then Goro's just like my son, and so Goro's too busy with dealing with his babby Cabbage Patch Kid. So fucking. Also, they decided to change Benimaru up a little bit to make him look less like fucking Polnareff, because Benimaru was his own fucking character. He doesn't act anything like Polnareff at all. So yeah, he got his own fucking style now. He got like fucking black pants and shit, and then later on he gets like a fucking leopard print. Actually no, he's still wearing white pants here, but literally later on in the saga he gets like black pants and a leopard print shirt. It's really weird. It's really, I don't like it at all. And then here's Shingo again, and then these two go up to these two, and they're like, let's go find Kyo. Rio. No, we're talking about Kyo. And they're like, it's fucking, yeah, sure, whatever. And then they go to the nests. And then it turns out that there's another dude, another Kyo clone. But guess what? He's a clone of a clone. He's the clone of fucking K-Dash. Which, by the way, it turns out K-Dash isn't exactly a clone. He just has Kyo's DNA in his DNA, so that's why he has he has a red glove, so his fire is artificial fire. Let me just fucking get that shit in there. There we go. So yeah, he's a clone of a clone, and this bitch's name is, he has like dashes in his eyes, and this bitch's name is Chrysalid. He is the boss of the Nest Saga at first. And then he's like, I'm the real person, you're a fake K-Dash. And then K-Dash is like, I don't think so, you bitch-ass hoe. And then absolutely murders the fuck out of Chrysalid. Also, there's like a bitch named Whip. I don't know who the fuck decided to look at her, give her a whip, and then go like, let's just name her Whip. And turns out Whip is actually K-Dash's, like, sister or something, like a clone of her sister, so technically they're still the same, but the clones, I don't know, the Nest Saga has a lot to do with, might as well call this the, Clone Saga, because it's the fucking Clone Wars Saga, because that's what it is, the fucking Clone Wars. Alright, so after all this shit gets he gets kicked out of the bucket. But wait, there's more. There's more than just beating up Chrysalid and calling it a day. No, there's another dude. I forgot his fucking name, but he has long ass blonde hair. I think his name's Zero. I don't fucking know. And then he has like a lion and shit. That might be somebody else. I don't know. There is another dude I don't know who has a lion. Here's. And it's a black lion too. You gotta be edgy with that. You gotta make sure your bosses have edgy pets. I want to point out that I completely forgot about the fact that Rugal had a Panthern, so this might be a callback to that motherfucking Panthern. Oh god, now I realize a mistake. I added a lot. I fucking forgotten a lot of shit. That doesn't matter. We're in the Clone Wars saga, so fucking this long-haired bitch is just like, I'm gonna run nests. And then we get a brand new character. Holy shit, who is she? Well, she's a girl with blue hair. I mean, fucking, she has orange hair, but it goes blue because she has ice powers. And she is the opposite from K-Dash. Her name is Kula. And her full name is Kula the Diamond, which is a fake-ass name if you ask me. And then she has two moms who raise her, because she's supposed to be a clone person. But she's a robot, but she's also a clone, but she's also a human girl with, like, a fucking genetically engineered. I don't fucking know what she is. But she's a part of this crew now. We got our brand new crew of edgy fuckboy, fucking Buzz Lightyear and Diamond, and then fucking I don't know. She has like a robot sister, and then the robot sister dies, and her name was Candy, and she's like boop boop, I'm a fucking robot, ooh, and then she dies from an explosion on the moon because Ness has a base on the moon, I assume, and I guess that's how the Ness saga ends. But quarters. There's still more, right? You can't just do the fucking Rugal saga, the Orochi saga, and the Ness saga for one. It's like and then call it a day because this is where shit gets really fucking weird, and we got to call this the Ash saga, and then you gotta wonder who the fuck is Ash. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you, it's our new protagonist. He got fucking popcorn hair and shit, and his eyes are just his eyes are fucking beautiful, and he got fucking freckles and shit. This looks like a disease. And then fucking he got a fucking full body suit going on. Goddamn. And then y'all gotta be wondering, but he looks feminine. Are you sure he ain't a girl? I can tell you right the fuck now that he is indeed a boy. He just looks feminine because SNK wanted a twink for the fucking protagonist. Alright, Ash is valid. Not really though, because he's a fucking bitch. Alright? Let me tell you a thing about Ash or two. This bitch has the fucking audacity to go after Iori Pigami with and takes his fires, but not before taking Chizuru's mirror powers. She takes her powers, and then goes after Iori to take his powers, and then wants to go after fucking Kyo next to take his powers. But Kyo is just like, now today you trink ass binge. And then, so, you got a young 16-year-old boy with mirror powers and the Orochi flame. So, that's nice. I feel like I skipped the entire segment. Who cares? I'm only doing this by fucking memory. Alright? So, fucking, turns out Ash has this great ancestor or whatever, his fucking grandpa, who looks exactly like him but is more of a bitch. And fucking is basically bitchy, and we call him Psyche. So Psyche here is like, I want the power of Orochi all for myself. This is Orochi apparently. And then he's just like, but first I gotta get him to enter the tournament so he can fucking do some fuck shit, whatever. And then, but Ash is just like, alright, I'll fucking join my grandpa. And then Ash fucking decides to join the tournament. Not really, actually, no, he doesn't join the tournament. He was given an invitation by Psyche and his minion people. I forgot who they were. Fucking, those are from the past, I guess. And then Ash just looks like, nah, I'm gonna fucking do my own thing. And then Psyche's just like, bitch! And then fucking, towards the end, Psyche decides to show up and go like, hey, motherfucker, I'm here, guess what? I'm gonna kick your ass myself, because everybody's fucking incompetent as shit. And then his fucking big boss, who was a boss in one of the fucking games in this saga, I don't fucking remember, all I've played was 13, he's like, fucking, no, let me go and fight on your honor. And then Psyche's just like, bitch, and then decides to fucking absorb him into a skeleton. He's a skeleton now, and then Psyche becomes a big buff dude with like spiky hair, and like he still has his long hair, and then he has like he has black fire, and he's just like, I'm gonna fucking take Orochi and then erase time itself, and I'm gonna be the ruler. And then Ash is just like, how about you don't? And then fucking the winning team or whatever kicks his ass. I don't know what the canon state. I don't know who canonically defeats Psyche, but whatever. Whoever team that you fucking play decides to fucking kick his ass, and then the doors. There's like doors, I guess, involved. I don't know what the doors do. They had their time doors, so the time doors are opening or closing, whatever. And then Psyche's just like, bitch, naughty the fucku is this? And then Ash decides to go like, Amira Moshinderu, and then absorbs his powers. And then he's just like, fuck! And then, but because Ash absorbed Psyche's powers, Psyche's power is too overwhelming for Ash's powers, he decides to become Ash. So now Ash is evil Ash, which is literally just Ash wearing black and has more of Psyche's personality. It's really weird. And then next thing you know, the winning team kicks evil Ash's ass. And then these two have an argument, for like a mental argument, and then Ash decides to hold Psyche back and then keep the door closed, making these two erase from existence, and then alter the timeline entirely. And then with no Ash, no Psyche, none of this happened. None of this mattered because Ash fucking erased it. And that's the Ash saga, where shit gets fucking weird. And I would do KOF 13, but my throat fucking hurts, so I'm just gonna stop it the fuck there.